Hello everybody, this is PillarTrading.com and we are doing a market update for Tuesday, May 4th. Taking a look at the news before we go to the charts. No news in the U.S. markets before the opening bell. The first news item we have is 30 minutes after the bell, and it is pending home sales as well as factory orders and Geithner speaking. So those three news items all out at 10 a.m. and that does it for the day. So not a very significant news day, nothing that's going to affect those gap fill trades. So be aware of that 10 a.m. time frame. If we take a look at the charts, we're going to start off with the ES daily. You can recall that we are still in this halfway back extension / from anchor longs. It has bounced once, twice, 3 times at this same level. And we go to a 15-minute chart. We can see that halfway backs have broken on both sides here. A number of times. Halfway backs have been very unreliable, getting a bounce at maximum I should say, and nothing more than that. So what that means is that those can no longer be trusted on the 15-minute charts. So in order to break out of this range, you can see we're getting tighter and tighter here on these extremes of this range. And yesterday we had another halfway back short breakdown. You can see it here on the 15-minute. It goes right through, not even a bounce. Didn't even get a first target hit there. Went straight through. And what that means is that this is coiling, waiting for a sharp move in either direction. Now the only way to play this is to play the 15-minute trends, discounting the halfway back. Now what has happened from yesterday's price action is just before the midday here, we had a pullback from overnight or previous day's lows to highs of yesterday, Monday. That gave us a 50% here at 1188 evens. That traded, went down to its 61.8% line, did not break, and then from there it was straight up into this negative 23% target. You can see that the move extended, and if we get rid of this drawing, you can see exactly what is setting up next. We had a halfway back extension trade right at the end of the day. It bounced, and then since then its 61.8% line has not broken. Now the extension hasn't broken, it's just above the pivot. That is the play from the trading hours only session. But the play for the gap fill that we are intending to watch here on the ES is not the extension but the full measured move. So again, we had this measured move from Friday lows to yesterday's lows. It hit, bounced up to negative 23% target. The next draw is going to be from those 1187s to highs of the day, which was 1202 evens. That gives us a halfway back at 1194.50s. The pivot for tomorrow is 1196s, and the gap will fill at these 1198.75s. Okay, so what we're anticipating is this halfway back breaking down. It hasn't broken yet, breaking down, coming down to these 1194.50s and bouncing through the gap fill at the open and continued strength up into those 1205.50s. Now, should this move break down, should we come down here, get a bounce at 1194.50s and continue through to these 1192.50s, breaking this next measured move on the 15-minute chart, there is no buying the full halfway back. Okay, we've already, like we said, been proven that these halfway backs are not working, and until they begin to work, there's no reason to trade them and lose money on it. Okay, trade the trend until it fails. Right now the 15-minute trend is up. We've broken out of a halfway back short, which shows strength in the market, short-term strength in the market, and the 15-minute trend is up along with the daily trend. So keep that in mind. If we go down to a smaller time frame, you can see there are no measured moves. This is that larger 15-minute measured move we're anticipating. There are no measured moves inside of that measured move. It's strictly either the extension, which is already traded and has already been filled on, so there's no getting into the extension now, or the full 15-minute measured move down here at 1194.50s. So that's the play for the ES, guys, anticipating strength unless we see a breakdown of these 1192.75s is the death level for the ES. Watch it if it breaks. We're coming all the way back down to its range down here at 1182.75s. We take a look at CL. A couple interesting things happening on CL. We thought yesterday that CL and ES for the first time were moving in different directions. Well, that turned out not to be true. In fact, CL was leading the ES. We had a big jump on Friday while ES was giving up points. CL was gaining, and it showed on the ES bounce yesterday. Now, on CL, we've been in this from anchor lows to highs extension, anchor ambush long that hit its 82 O's once, twice, 3 times its bounce, went in a little bit, bounced, broke out of a halfway back short. If we go to a smaller time frame, you can see it's been nothing but up the past week here, respecting those 15-minute 50% ambush longs. You can see it hit once, next measured move, didn't come down, went up in extensions, which we saw, and from there, straight up on extensions, respecting those levels all the way up until our most recent 15-minute measured move here, traded, hit its negative 23% target up here, as you can see, hit its negative 23% target, gave it up, and the next measured move failed. Okay, the 15-minute measured move, it went straight through. So the 15-minute measured moves on CL have broken down. What does that mean for us? Well, you can either play this short, back down, the halfway backs, just like on the ES, are failing. So you can either watch this next measured move trade, hit its negative 23% target, and then trade the 15-minute trend to the downside, or you can anticipate the CL picking back up where it left off, which we went up in extensions starting at these 83 evens, okay? 83 evens, drawing up, the next spot that CL can pick itself back up is these 85.08s, 85.08s, okay? The extension, I only like to play extensions on the way up, and right now the 15-minute trend has broken, so I will not play the 85.30s, but the full measured move is 85.08s. 85.08 is the 50%. The only other spot that it can pick itself back up again is the halfway back, and as we've mentioned multiple times in this video, halfway back's not working at the moment. So either trade the 15-minute trend down into this 85.08, or simply wait for it to hit 85.08, break out of the series of measured move shorts, and continue to the upside and take a 15-minute trend in the direction of the overall daily trend. Those are the plays for today, guys. Again, bullish on both fronts until proven otherwise. Hopefully we all had a good trading day yesterday, Monday. It was the start of a week, big day on the ES. Hopefully we can see a little bit of volatility, return to the ES, get some trading opportunities, and have a successful day. So that's it for me, guys. I will see you all on the trading.